The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The jokes, the pizza, the fighting, the violence, all those good things that we love as kids. Man, I'm a child of the 80s and 90s, and Ninja Turtles pretty much ruled my childhood. I was a Ninja Turtle for every Halloween. They're just so awesome and so dope. I heard recently from a friend that they're rebooting the series, and I've started getting into comics a little bit, so I thought, oh, I'll check out this series of comics. It's IDW, and I haven't read any other IDW comics, but they just do a phenomenal job on this one, and you've got to check it out if you haven't. What they do is they kind of merge a whole bunch of elements from the old books and the new books and the old series and the new series and all these different cool elements, and they make this amalgamation that works so well with having a soul of its own as well. They do a lot of things that make it unique and make it its own. The book starts out, you got the Turtles in this street fight defending Splinter from this old ratty cat mutant thing that's trying to take them in for some reason. And they're all there and they kick ass, but then you notice that Raphael is missing, and Raphael is like everybody's favorite turtle because he's kind of the badass, rude one. He's a rebel. Everybody loves him, but he's not there. He's roaming around the streets looking like a homeless guy, just trying to figure out who he is and where he came from. All the turtles are wearing their red masks in solidarity because they're looking for their brother. So you get a look at Raph. Raph ends up saving Casey Jones from his abusive father. He goes in, he kicks his ass, and he helps him out, and they kind of become buddies, and they start fighting crime together. It's sweet because it gives you a good idea of why Raph is different than the rest of his brothers. He's kind of the standout guy who's always a little bit of a loner and on his own, and he even has like a little bit of a different fighting style in this, which is kind of cool too. Another sweet thing about it is you get this idea that the turtles are reincarnated of these kids from ancient Japan. So you have Splinter was their father, and there are these four brothers, and this evil Japanese warlord named Oroku Saki, who everybody knows is Shredder, ends up just brutally murdering them. And for whatever reason, they've come back as these turtles and this rat together. They're trying to figure out why this is and what happened. Maybe they have a second chance. And of course, Shredder's also back, and he's terrorizing New York. It's really interesting how they do it. And you have guys like Donatello who just can't believe in reincarnation. It's just not scientific. Religion has nothing to do with them. And then you have Leonardo on the opposite side who has a lot more faith in like tradition and religious ways and things like that. And so they're always fighting about that. Recently, it's gotten a little off the rails a little bit. They kind of went into another dimension. You have the neutrinos. You have a bunch of that stuff. They're fighting some alien war. I never like that stuff when it goes to the Turtles. I like it a little more grounded as far as the Turtles can get grounded. Where they're in New York, they're fighting guys like Shredder. But they do have a cool mini-series going on right now called The Secret History of the Foot Clan. It's drawn and written by Mateus Santaluco, who I've never heard of, but it is just awesome. It's probably the best looking Turtles I've ever seen. There's been a few artists throughout this series who are kind of hit and miss. This is just unbelievably good. He's got a lot of detail, a lot of texture. The turtles just look cool and awesome. They don't have weird heads. Everyone seems to draw the turtles with these weird heads. It's definitely worth checking out right now as well. It's only 4 issues, and it's beautiful. So that's another option if you're getting tired of the current stuff, or if you didn't like where it was going. So please go out, do yourself a favor, pick up these issues, at least the first 10 to 12. You can get them in the trade paperbacks. They're just really solid and a lot of fun to go back and check out the Turtles again. There's also got these micro series which give the Turtles each one their own little mini issue, which is pretty good too. It's all just great. So if you like it and read it, leave a comment, let me know. If you hate it, tell us why too. Love to hear your comments. Take care. Cowabunga, dudes. We'll talk to you later.